recent years, we've taken vacation time venturing into remote areas in Mexico to shoot drone video that's been featured in major documentaries. Then COVID-19 suddenly changed the world as we know it. Now we're moving out of our home and into our Jeep to record adventures in the wildest regions of Mexico. This is Mexico Drones Overland Adventures. First stop is going to be the San Sebastian Hot Springs. Worked out to be a pretty good drive, about 2 hours and a little more from San Luis Potosí, which was a nice first stop. And then we'll head on a couple hours more and be in the high country of the mountains, back to what we're used to and what we're looking for. Aww, that's gotta be the cutest little donkey I ever did see.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey. Are you excited?
I'm really excited.
We are excited because we're gonna go to this incredible place called San Sebastian. We got a good recommendation for a couple we met in Micos. So I'm excited to discover this incredible manantial.
It should be good. We're about to make a left turn up here and only have about 5 or 10 minutes left till we get to the place. Hey, my love.
Hola, amor.
We're almost there.
Hola.
Where's there?
Estamos muy cerca de San Sebastian.
I'm thinking I'm just really happy to be on dirt roads again. We've been on too much pavement and too many highways and in too many cities. And I've had it with that. I'm ready to be out in the wilderness, and this is a good start. It's a little stop recommendation, like Maria said, from some people we met. We're gonna go hang out in the hot springs for one night, and hopefully it's as delicious as it sounds. Like, my dear, we're arriving at San Sebastian. Adults 30 pesos, niños 15. Do you think you can baby try to get in for a niña? You're my niña. Okay. Si alguna personal padece de diarrhea, es prohibited introducirse en el agua. So if you have diarrhea, you're not allowed to go in the agua.
Okay.
Good morning, we're here in San Sebastian Hot Springs. Our first night turned out to be a great camping spot with hot springs, and this whole river here, as you can see behind us, is hot springs. ¿Qué piensa, amorcita?
I think this place is incredible. It's like a paradise for me right now. It's gonna be our last stop in the delicious water.
What she's trying to
And it's an
say,
incredible place.
what she's trying to say is it might be our last bath for a
Yes.
while, since we're going up into the high country. Is what she's really trying to say.
Yes.
Right, my love?
Yes. So I'm gonna be enjoying this incredible day with the delicious water, because I don't know what is gonna be my next time in the water.
Yeah, when we arrived here, the local women were having their baths. And they were having their baths here. They don't do that during the season, but when it's not busy, they all come down with their kids and take the bath in warm water, since I'm sure it's cold water at their house.
And I want to say thank you to our friends we met in San Luis and Micos for the recommendation.
Yeah,
that's
that was
incredible
awesome.
place.
That was awesome. And we have it all to ourselves. Absolutely incredible. Hey, we didn't see you there.
Hey,
We're leaving San Sebastian. What an amazing hot springs. Had a great time. It was fantastic.
I feel like a baby, and it's sad how to live in this wonderful spot. Thank you, San Sebastian.
But now we're heading for the high country. Bye for real. So we've left the state of San Luis Potosí, we've entered the state of Queretaro, and we are heading towards
San Miguel De Allende.
San Miguel De Allende. We're taking a long route through what they call the Biosphere
La Sierra Gorda.
Sierra Gorda.
La Sierra Gorda de Queretero.
Which I think is the Americans' version of like a wilderness area, it appears to be. So, looks like it'll be really nice. It looks like it's going to be, there's a lot of roads, offshoots off of the main highway, so it looks like we'll be able to find some cool camping spots, which I hope we will. And we'll see you in the mountains.
Jesus, you're gonna kill the puerco. This is a giant pig.
Last night was our second night between San Luis and San Miguel De Allende. We ended up in a town called Pinal del Mole after searching for wild campsites on dirt roads for a couple hours. We had no luck. We ended up at this abandoned campsite in the town of Pinal del Mole we found on Overland. And it did the trick for the night, and it's free. Hey, baby.
Hello.
What you cooking up for breakfast?
I'm gonna make machaca burritos.
Mmm. Oh, that sounds and looks really, really good. All right, what do we got now?
Now we have the machaca ready just to roll him and make him burritos.
We're gonna add some eggs in there?
You wanna machaca with eggs?
Certainly, shredded beef con huevos. So Maria's done preparing the huevos con machaco, or shredded beef and eggs. The next thing she's gonna do is roll them up in these tortillas, and we will have breakfast and an afternoon snack for our exploring. Are you done yet? I'm getting hungry over here.
You're almost done.
What's next? Oh,
Now I'm gonna start rolling.
You're rolling
the
one.
burritos. Yeah.
Roll one up. Roll one up for me.
Okay. Ta-da. Done.
Wow. Burrito number one. Listo para comer. And just like that, un plato de burritos machaca con huevos. Muy bien. So we're going to show you a little bit about the design of Maria's kitchen, since a lot of people have been asking. Everything's kind of designed to have its own place, and it works so we can actually get out of camp very quickly. What we have is a Dometic refrigerator freezer that's 95 liters. It was about twice as big as what most people use in a Jeep. We bought it because it was a very, very good price, and we built the kitchen around that. So that's how this custom built kitchen came about. So first of all, when you go to break down your kitchen, you have to unhook the gas. We have enough propane to last us for 4 to 6 weeks out in camp. And the stove that you see here is a partner steel cook partner stove. They're really, really hard to get, but they're by far the best around. They will last you an absolute lifetime, and just really, really solid stove. Everything, like I said, has its place. This is actually an oven and a grill and a frying pan, and it fits neatly in its own little spot here. The coffee mug does a couple cups of coffee. We use that to make coffee every morning. Coffee mugs have their own little location. We like to use this Sea to Summit pot for boiling, and it collapses down into a small little piece here, and then latches down. And once it's latched down, it has its own little spot as well. Plates go on top of that. Everything has foam in between it. We have two pieces of spoons, forks, cutlery, whatever you want to call it, one each. They're both titanium sporks by Snow Peak, and they have their own little spot. And then Maria has all of her kitchen tools go here, and the cutting board is made to fit nicely on top. But Maria also has 8 spice tins back here that hold all of her spices, and these spice tins are all magnetic, so they stick and hold their spot, and you can actually stick them on the side of the door when you're using them, so you can keep the ones out that you're using. So pretty well designed, I think. Everything fits really well into this space, and we have everything we need. One of the things we believe really strongly in on our travels and all of our camping and overlanding is leave no trace. That means when we come to a campsite, we certainly don't drop any trash or leave any trash or anything there, any of our waste, and we try to actually pick up anything that we see that's there so that the next people that come there have a really good experience. This isn't easy sometimes in Mexico. I know Mexico has a reputation for having a lot of trash, but my kids recently pointed out to me my last trips that America's gotten a lot worse now too. There's a lot more trash that you see around than you did before in some. Pretty nice drive here. We're heading for our next campsite. These little towns in the middle of the mountains are incredible. Buen día. Look at this canyon we're going in. Wow. Incredible canyon. Okay, we stayed last night in a town called Pinal de Amores.
Yes.
And we're actually heading from that town, which was about 9,000 feet, down into the canyon, bottom of a canyon. I think we're going to end up at about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. And it's going to be mixed dirt road and pavement, I'm guessing most dirt road. But what's interesting to me about this is we've been in a lot of remote areas. Well, just as I say that, The road is really narrow and there's a cliff on the right side. Put in. Just as I start to say how comfortable it is compared to most of the remote areas we've been in, because there's really not a lot of opportunities to camp because there's a lot of people living here in the hills. But this is a very narrow road, and we just ran into opposing traffic, and we're on the right side, which is a very long way down. You feel more comfortable here than a lot of the remote areas we've been in?
Yeah, definitely yes.
Yeah, it feels really safe because I don't know, there's just a lot of homes and businesses and stuff out here. Firewood.
I was eating like a puerca.
Want to get some firewood? Now,
So
that'd be a great place to eat. Look at that. Have coffee right there.
Wow. Más dunas. Wow, that's what I like by this new life. I was not expecting to find in this beautiful canyon today.
Check it out. It is absolutely amazing. We're in the bottom of this canyon. We've gone from like 9,000 feet to we're probably about 5 right now, and we're gonna end up at like 4,500 or 3,000 feet. So we're going to we passed the campground we were thinking about camping at tonight. It's kind of a backup now. We're going 30 minutes more down to the bottom of the canyon where the river is. And we don't know if you can cross the river or not yet, because some people say you can and some people say you can't. So we'd like to do a loop where we end up in San Miguel De Allende. We may be backtracking. We'll find out soon enough. Colors of these rocks in this canyon are absolutely incredible. And my copilota is absolutely
Happy.
incredible.
I'm really happy. That view is incredible. Oh my goodness, this is incredible, amor. Wow, look at that view. We're in the paradise.
Ex convento de Bucareli. Muy bien.
It's convento de Bucareli. It's really nice. We should check it.
That is cool.
Let's go and discover this place.
We leave the town of Bucareli, disregarding the recommendations of the people we met in the restaurant. Although the restaurant has really good elote, which in English is corn on the cob, and awawayaba, we disregarded their suggestions for camping inside of the town. We were told we needed reservations for Campamento Habali and that they only accepted large groups. Fortunately, I'd read on Overland that the town will often discourage people from this area for their own benefit, so we drive on. Sunset's only 30 minutes away, and we're not even sure about the river crossing or if this place will even take us in. The roads are rough, and I start to question how the story will play out. That being said, all of this unknown makes for the best adventures, and after crossing the river back and forth and then coming to a closed gate, we arrived to find the most spectacular campsite we have experienced in either of our lifetimes. Our decision to roll the dice and venture ahead was rewarded. Grab your side. Here. Hold it light. Right there. There you go. You can pull it all the way now. Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
So how are you feeling this morning?
This morning I feel great. This place is a real paradise. It's incredible. I really enjoy the view and the mountains and your company and this breakfast.
Meeting a lot of nice people.
We met incredible people. We met a nice couple. The life and the thing in this life, you always meet a lot of interested people. That's what I like about it. It's a great life to meet people.
Seeing what we're seeing now and waking up to with these canyons and what we arrive to tomorrow was just completely unexpected, and this is what this life's all about. I knew we were going into some pretty interesting terrain, but I had no idea we were going to be in the bottom of a canyon that just, one of the most incredible places I've been in my life. It's incredible.
It is.
And now we got a great breakfast. So let's eat.
A comer.
Provecho. So we carry quite a bit of fresh drinking water in the Jeep, about 60 liters, plus some bottles that we bring along with us. So we do our dishes and everything with that water, but we do also carry this Lifesaver, which is a pump that will actually allow us to take water out of a creek and make up to 5,000 liters of fresh water, and you simply fill it up by submerging it. And once it's full, you simply replace the cap and pressurize it. And the pressurized section will push the water through the filter and give you fresh, clean water that's drinkable. What you making?
Carne asada tacos.
Excellent. And by the way, nice kitchen.
Thank you.
And we have a pretty nice dining room as well. As we say goodbye to our paradise in the bottom of this awe-inspiring canyon, we can't help but question why not stay a few more days. Of course, we know there's more adventure ahead and we need to keep moving, especially if we want to post a video this week. We'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe and push the notification bell, and that way you can come along for the second half of this incredible adventure as we head out of the canyon to San Joaquin and eventually discover a lost city before arriving in our final destination, which is San Miguel De Allende.